So good to be with you again today. In Luke chapter 14, verse 16, Jesus begins to tell us a story about a man who put together a great banquet. And he told his servant to go out and invite the people to come. And of course, he went to the friends of the master. And one of them said, "Oh, I just bought a piece of land and I have to look at it." Another man said, "I've bought 5 yoke of oxen and I have to go check them out." And then finally, another man said, "I just got married, and now's not a good time to come." And we find out in that passage that the Lord just says, "Okay," and he gets angry. And he tells his servant, "Go out into the highways and the byways and the hedges and the streets. And I want you to call them to come in. Call in the crippled, call in the lame, call in everyone so that my house might be made full." Why would I want to look at that passage during a time like this? I feel like God has very graciously slowed us down right now. I think in many ways the church around the world, but especially in America, found itself to be so busy. We were running around doing so many different things, and in that busyness, I'm afraid that we forgot to sit at the Lord's presence and at his table, to really spend time with him. I think one of the things that we've discovered during this season right now is that Sunday morning worship had somehow become a replacement for what our homes were always meant to be. Listen, I'm a pastor. I believe in the gathering of the people on the first day of the week. I completely believe that we should enter into the house of the Lord when it's open and it's available for worship. The Lord said, don't forsake that opportunity. But Sunday morning was never meant to be a substitute for those of us who have gotten so busy in this life that we haven't allowed our homes to be what God wants them to be. So I would just encourage all of us today during this time where we can't be as busy as we usually were, or even filling ourselves with so much entertainment that we really forget that the Lord invites us to come to know him, to love him, to hear his voice, to be obedient to him. I thank God that we've all been slowed down. And I'm hoping in some ways that we will develop habits during this season whereby we'll just say, "Lord, keep me at a pace where it is not something that is an affront to your invitation to always walk in you, to walk in your presence, to walk in your peace and in your joy." Right now, during this season of slowing down, let's take advantage of it. Let's spend time with the Lord. Let's come to his banqueting table. Let's hear his voice. Let's get fresh direction, maybe a new confirmation on the course and direction of our lives right now, so that the Lord would honor us and bless us as we have sought him with all of our hearts. God bless you today. God bless this season of quiet, and I pray that you take full advantage of it.